women
Hmm.
clergy was a big topic during his pontificate. I think probably the biggest that it's ever been as compared to any papacy in the history of the church, especially in the time we live in today, where the feminist movement is at an all-time high, and especially
Hmm.
within the church. I've noticed a couple like Maria, a group called Maria something in in Europe, where they're pushing for women to be ordained as priests and to be ordained as deacons. And that's just something you can't do. That's a sacrament given to us by Christ. The holy
Yeah.
orders, the religious life is the pope, priests, bishops, deacons are all left alone to men, and he never swayed from this traditional teaching of the church, even in what many believed was missing.
Yeah.
A couple examples come from his never wavering ideals when it came to women being allowed to be ordained priests or deacons.
Hmm.
Even when many believed the church tradition of a male dominated representation was outdated, he remained the same. In a famous interview with Nora O'Donnell, she pressed the Pope about the topic of women becoming a deacon and asked him, "Is this something you're open to?" And he simply said, "If it is deacons with holy orders, no." So he was very
Hmm.
straight up. There was no
Yeah.
explaining his
Yeah.
stance. It was just no. It's just not something that's able to happen. It's not something that should happen within our church. We aren't Anglicans. We aren't other things that give into the times. Rather, we stick true to what the church has truly believed from the beginning. And I think that's the beautiful thing about our church. And even with a pope like Pope Francis, where people thought he was moving so far to the left that he deserved to be removed as pope, that wasn't the
Yeah.
case. And we see in all three of these examples where he stayed true to the church's teachings that have been held for thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, people have taken his words out of context many, many times, but he's corrected them. And about women in authority, I would say yes, he made it clear that women like you don't have a place, in joining the priesthood or becoming a deacon, but he did, move a woman like to secretary, like the top secretary position in the Vatican. So
He
he
did.
does care. He does care about what people say, and he does care about their opinion, right? Again, he's a man after the people, so he does care, but he's always going to stay true to the teaching of the church, which is important for all of us. We always have to stay true to the teaching of the church
Hmm.
while we're living our normal lives, even if we're outside and we're afraid to say something or to be scrutinized in public. We always have to stay true to the church, because that's what Jesus did, and that's what all martyrs and apostles and disciples did throughout the ages.
Yeah.
Stay true to the word.
And I think there's an emphasis that women need to realize. Women are not marginalized in the church. They are not put away.
Mm-mm.
Are literally Mother Mary
No,
is a woman. I don't know if anyone realized that.